We're here at Fontana Spa. I'm Ish Sveinsson Houle here with the Grapevine, and I'm on a date with Retro Stefson. Who am I on a date with specifically?
With I am Hermigervill.
Yeah. Hi, I am Logi. And I'm Unnsteinn.
Thank you for agreeing to come on a second date with the Grapevine.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for us.
Yeah.
Do you all remember our first date? It's been a couple of years.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's a little blurry, but it's
Yeah.
I don't remember. I've seen the photos.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the photos? I want to hear a little.
There was a photographer, Gulli, who did a lot of band photos for us when we were starting out. There's a great photo of us outside our elementary school, Unnsteinn. And we did a photo shoot in the shower. And another here, we were talking about it, that the weather was so good in those photos. It must have been a summer shoot. And now it is minus 10 degrees.
Yeah, you can see the frost on the rocks.
Yeah.
So, but we're all warm,
Yeah.
sitting in here. Do you think that a spa is a good place for a date?
I would say so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or at least like a swimming pool always works. That's like a very classic Icelandic thing. The spa is maybe even a bit too fancy, I would say. It depends on who you're dating.
Very nice.
Yeah, I was once in the hot tub with my small child and my girlfriend, and we were talking to a beauty queen and her mother. And then there came in and we were just talking about the kids, so cute. And then there came a very muscular man, and she said, "Now I have to leave you. This is the guy I am hitting on," the beauty queen said. And she went with him to the cold tub. And I thought it was a perfect place to like hook up in the cold tub in Sundhöllin.
Do you have a favorite pool in the capital region?
Sundhöllin.
Sundhöllin, absolutely.
Vesturbæli.
Aha.
The thing is, like, because we used to go to Sundhöllin when we were small, and then they did the renovation, which was kind of nice, I would say.
Yeah.
But still, I think the renovation was kind of botched at the same time. So it's crumbling down.
No, but I think we, the inhabitants of the center, should be very happy that they make a pool that looks like it should be in a fancy neighborhood, you know.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about it. I met guys there in the pool, in the old tubs, that were asking me, how does it look down there in the new tubs? They hadn't been to the
they're only upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, a big part of why it's my favorite is just the location. I mean, it's 5 minutes from my house. In the other direction from your house, you know. It's just,
I mean, I have the same reason.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with the Icelandic pools, which people don't maybe realize at first, is that they are the only common communal meeting space in Icelandic society.
Yeah.
So it's like going to the park.
Yeah.
It's like going to the bar, but then everyone is an alcoholic, so they can't. So they go to the pool.
Yeah.
You can't really go to going to a bar. It will always like you're opening up some can of worms somewhere. But the pool is perfect place.
And no phones also.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, I mean it's
bars are full of phones.
Yes,
today.
no, but I'm saying it's the only free phone space.
Yeah,
phone-free space.
And the thing is also, like, throughout Icelandic history, the pool has been a very special place. It's where people go to if they have to make a big decision. They go and put their head underwater, as they say. So the pool is the foundation of Icelandic society.
That's a very good point. Besides the pool, what is your favorite date spot in the capital region?
Oof. I have not been on a date for many years.
Yeah, we are.
Back in the day, perhaps.
Yeah, I dated before the smartphones. Even. No, I'm joking. No, I don't know. I guess it's funny, during COVID, when the tourists left, I got a chance to travel around the country and just see everything that has been built up. And I think we are very lucky with all the great scenic stuff we have here. But I'm not sure about a date.
Just a nice restaurant. I would say that's like you can't really fuck it up.
Or just a bar, just
No.
drink your coffee. But I'm very good in that situation. So it's like a home ground,
Yeah.
You love the bars.
I love the bars. Some of them.
I've got some more compatibility questions.
Yeah.
Of course, we are on a date, so I'm gonna go a bit rapid fire.
Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Of like all time.
Right at the moment.
No,
At the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing that comes to the head. You won't be held.
I always have an answer to this.
All right.
Anytime it's Blade Runner.
Okay.
Yes.
Solid.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
Yeah.
I've seen it many times in the theater, like analog screenings, digital
Yeah.
screenings,
Very
different
nice.
cuts. I'm a bit of an aficionado
Yeah.
for Blade Runner.
And it holds.
It definitely
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
Blade Runner
Wait,
for the three of
for
us.
all of us?
Yeah. I can't fight it.
The thing is, I haven't seen like the original Blade
You're
Runner.
talking about the new one,
No, the original.
the original
1983.
one.
Yeah, I'm actually like keeping it like safe.
Yeah. It's
Until I really need to be like struck with inspiration.
yeah. The Blu-ray is still in the plastic.
Yeah. But, I would say like I was watching a movie some weeks ago called The Thin Red Line,
Okay.
and I thought it was like ages very well, and kind of also just in the climate today.
Wait, is that not the same? There's another one called Thin Blue Line. Or Thin Red? It's a different film.
Yeah, that's the police.
Yeah,
Sweden.
I'm talking about.
Tynna blå
You're talking
linjen.
about the when they're invading D-Day.
No,
what's that?
it happens in the second.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have one last recommendation for a
All
film
right.
because I just saw it and it's the winner of the Nordic Council Film Prize.
Okay.
And it's called Sex. It's a great
I've seen
film.
that it's showing up Bioparadies.
Yeah. So everyone should go to Bioparadies to see this film.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about chimney sweepers
Nice.
that have a great conversation about life, and after this conversation everything unfolds, and I won't spoil it. But
Okay.
yeah.
I like it. Another favorite food.
That's it.
Classic, timeless.
Bacalhau.
Ah,
The thing is, like the bacalhau, the Portuguese bacalhau is of course best when it's cooked with Icelandic cod, Icelandic saltfish.
When your mother makes it.
Yeah. Like we are bacalhau children. So our father, he moved to Portugal in the 80s to work in the bacalhau industry, and we were born there, and that's why it's maybe like a personal food, but it's just it's also a very significant food historically. It's like it really happens to deal with like of course the North Atlantic like trade, but also the like North Atlantic like slave trade even, because they had to find a way to move protein like to these colonies and stuff like that. So it's a very like historically significant food and such a like ingenious way to like use an Icelandic product.
If I would, we are talking about this as a date. If I would go on a date and the person would eat clean fish, just fish, white fish, cod or hot dog or whatever, with butter on. This is the cleanest food we have. You know, this is I would say very impressive. But Icelandic people eat way too.
They don't know how to cook like bacalhau, the saltfish. They don't like you can't buy it in Iceland.
Even in a restaurant, they do it like a Spanish way, which
It's fucked up.
it's we don't agree with.
It's blasphemy.
Yeah,
I am a big fan of plokkfiskur
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice, very nice.
Cheesy fish.
cheesy fish.
Cheesy fish.
with some rúgbrauð.
Amazing. Very nice. And favorite drink, alcoholic or not?
Okay. I'm a big fan of rattlers. Like panaches. I stopped like drinking some years ago, and then I was in Berlin this summer, and
Took it up again.
no, the thing is, because when you buy the panache, it's under the body alcohol limit. Like it's maybe 1.5%, 2%, so you don't get drunk drinking it. So it's my favorite drink.
Yeah, we went heavy on the Radler Summit when you came to visit me.
Yeah, we did.
Berlin.
But my thing is of course Belgian beers.
Yeah.
After living in Belgium for many years, it's you know, just all the different flavors, you know, and I didn't realize, because I lived for so long in Belgium, when I came back to Iceland, when did I move back? When we were working, like 2011, 12
years ago.
I didn't realize why I suddenly didn't like beer anymore. It's because I didn't have access to those same, you know, amazing, you know, for Belgians, beer is just like for us, like harðfiskur, you know, all the different types, and you're thinking, this is from Ísafjörður, this is a good one, this one has the skin on it, you know, it's ingrained in their culture, you know, and I really was part of that.
Amazing.
I went to a jólahlaðborð, like a Christmas.
Yeah,
I was tasting it from my friend who runs a restaurant.
Ah, very nice.
And I can't think about alcohol since then. This was like last weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a problem.
It was like, but my thing would be like a whiskey, like a very, because alcohol, it's different tones. So like a whiskey on the rocks, it's a very, you feel like,
But we're actually forgetting to ask you the same question. The date has to be a back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is one of those dates, you know.
This is one of those
we talk about ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Let's think. I really like a movie called Patterson. It's with Adam Driver in it. And it's about him as a bus driver.
Yeah.
And in his lunch break, he writes poetry. And that's kind of about it. It's a movie where not much happens. Yeah. That's my answer.
I love those movies where not much
right?
happens. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Have you seen the new one with him in it? The
Megalopolis?
Yeah, the Megalopolis.
No, I have not seen it. I've seen the video of him, like a clip of it.
Yeah.
Talking about partying or something. That's about it. Have you?
I haven't. I'm waiting for a good moment.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
But your favorite food?
My favorite food? I didn't think of my own answers to these questions. Let's see.
Well, now we get the honest answer.
Yeah, exactly. I really like a good mango.
A mango?
Yeah.
That's actually a good
really
answer.
Good mango.
Mango.
Yeah.
But how's that working for you in Iceland?
Oh, horribly. Yeah. I've never had a good mango in Iceland.
No. I don't think Icelandic people know what mango tastes like.
Yeah. I think it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame.
And the drink, your favorite drink?
My favorite drink? I like a gin and tonic.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
like I would actually say my drink is it's between the radler and the espresso tonic.
Oh, I like an espresso tonic.
That's a classic. It's a classic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was vaguely recently, within the past year, introduced to the espresso tonic because they served them for maybe 2 months at Eva Boca Cafe. And it was wildly expensive, but it was so good.
Yeah.
And then they took it off the menu because maybe I was the only person ordering them.
But it's only these 2 ingredients.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you remember when I came up with the name for espresso tonic?
Yeah.
Bean and tonic.
Bean and tonic. That's pretty good.
Bean and tonic.
Maybe they'll bring it back at Eva if you tell them the new name for it. I like it. And then, of course, music-wise, what are you all listening to and loving at the moment?
Yeah.
There came this new album last week by 070 Shake, Petrichor, and I think it's just like probably the best sounding and produced album I've heard for a while.
Amazing.
And then McGee, I really loved his album because it's not the thing is you don't hear a album that has very forward production and extremely
accessible,
capable songwriting at the same time, and he manages to
I like it.
Yeah, I'll go with Logi McGee, but I personally have been listening to a lot of this Icelandic Italian 60s songs that are pop songs in Italy and Christmas songs in Iceland.
Funny.
Because I'm writing the score for a play that happens in the 60s. And so that's all. And then I'm also singing a lot of Christmas songs, so it works. Well,
I have my own little safety. I'm not listening to a lot of new music. I go into my safe space, which we've actually discussed before. A half a year ago when we did the interview. It's this kind of early 70s, late 60s synth kind of cheesy covers, with live drums but Moog synthesizers. I just go there and I live in that sphere. Yeah.
Well, no, exactly. I mean, I remember you talking about the fact that it feels like a library and you're still working through it, which I really like that concept. It's also cool to be able to visually see it, I feel like, again, as we've kind of mentioned, streaming age, it's just, you can't even fathom how much is out there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's a website of songs that no one has listened to on Spotify.
Really?
And you just refresh it and you'll always be the first person to hear the song.
You mean with 0 plays or something?
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's quite funny.
Yeah.
But how much of it is AI right now?
This was before AI.
Oh, okay.
Before AI was even a
I really hope we don't go into the AI conversation
We don't
because I will get I will be enraged.
Furious.
Yeah.
Hermigervill will be furious.
Yeah. I sympathize with that.
It's on so many levels. So many things wrong with it.
I sympathize.
Well, what are you listening to?
I feel like I just have to say the last song I listened to, which is a song that for some reason I view as a Christmas song, and it's not such. And it's "You Can't Always Get What You Want" by the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
It's got a choir to it, so it really feels holiday-like. Yeah. I've been trying to ease my way into the Christmas music, I guess, in a way.
Do you think like are you like listening to texture when you listen to music?
Elaborate on that.
Like, because you say it has a choir in it, and then you connect that with Christmas, which is kind of accurate, but I would maybe think of it in like a texture, in a texture way. Do you know what I mean? Like in like if you look at the song and you're like trying to feel it, and it's like a choir, maybe it's a Christmas song.
Intriguing. I feel like with that specific example, it really is just the one-to-one of like Christmas and religion and then church choir.
Yeah.
But that's an intriguing concept. I want to think about that more. Yeah.
Yes.
So I bring up music to shift us in to talking about music. We're obviously here because Retro Stefson is performing for the first time in how many years?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Can I ask how it came all to be?
Yeah.
The reunion concert, not the band.
The real reason, it was just like a snowball. There was an advertisement agency that asked, "Do you want to do you want to do a commercial about coming back to the workplace, where it's like connected to this non-profit that helps people out of burnout?" And we're like, "Yeah, with a comeback." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know about it."
But then we had been like speaking that it could happen this year.
Yeah, and then I asked the guys in the band like about this, and then this just took over this whole commercial. Like we didn't think about it for months, but we just started. Yeah, it would be nice to do a comeback show. We can get our sports team on board. They have this great arena where we have had shows, and it fits us perfectly. And I think the main part was there are a lot of people your age that have listened to us a lot, but have never seen us play live.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, it felt like long enough time had passed, but also at the same time there were a lot of compact gigs of Icelandic bands from like a little bit before our time, like Minus and Rottweiler, that went very well.
Massive success, absolutely, like the Rottweiler one.
And then there are no bands left, and that's so sad. So I think we have to at least introduce this kind of band music.
The concept of it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to hear more about that specifically, because I do agree, but I feel like it's not something I've thought about until you said those exact words.
With a band?
Yeah, I feel like you guys are quite a sort of niche that has been a popular band structure before, but doesn't exist in the scene today.
And with like having no playback whatsoever.
Yeah.
But making quite, elaborate arrangements and very electronic, but never relying on having like, okay, here's like a backing track with a click and follow that, because that instantly kills any fun or live vibe,
Even on TikTok today, there are musical directors of big artists that post TikToks of them doing the live show, and you can hear what they hear, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we go back to the break. So everything is programmed before.
Wow.
You can never just like, oh, hey, let's do this a little bit longer, or somebody made a mistake, we start again, or all this stuff.
But it's also, it's the landscape has changed so much that just like the logistics of having a 7-piece band don't really make any sense unless you're at a specific level.
Yeah. And when you're at that level, you just fly in different private jets and don't even talk to each other before the stage. Like when we were touring big festivals, we would see big bands coming separately into the backstage and not,
in 5 different limousines.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we always liked the garage band feeling, and we started so very young. So we have always had this feeling, like if you would put a cover song in front of us, we would butcher it like completely. But we can play our own music quite well.
Yeah, like we're not like skilled musicians, or like we have people in the band that are skilled musicians. No. But the thing is, when we play together, because we've been playing since 2006, we have like this like blood harmony thing going on, where the sum total is like
greater
in multiple of individual talent.
Absolutely. I feel like you're playing quite a rare venue. I mean, the N1 Arena. Yeah. Has it been a music venue recently?
Yeah.
Not since COVID.
Like the last concert I saw was Skepta.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was that?
That was
two summers ago.
Yeah.
That was you're saying for concerts, they do have events.
Yeah. No.
Like sometimes we end up each on our own playing like our song team there, you know.
Of course.
That's but it's not as a concert
venue.
Yeah.
But once it was a part of Airwaves. So you had like Flaming Lips playing there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But just the whole concert industry has shifted after COVID. Now we rarely get foreign bands to Iceland anymore. You know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's also of course our like childhood neighborhood team.
Yeah.
And we've always been very like affiliated with the team. So when we wanted to do a concert, this was the main venue.
Yeah.
It's of course pretty big, but at the same time it's going to be sold out, I think.
Yeah.
Like if we had not done that one, like if we had to have like just a normal music venue, what would we have done? Like Gamla Bíó would be too small.
Yeah, and then Eldborg
is too.
But it's also like half the capacity.
It's half the capacity, and it's sitting.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I was just in the Christmas concert in Eldborg.
Yeah.
And it is limiting that it's sitting. You can't move around. You're stuck where you are.
Yeah.
And you know, a great concert, of course.
Yeah.
But it's difficult.
Yeah. Understood.
Yeah, like we have a crisis of like music venues, of course.
And we could talk about that for a whole interview.
Especially when you hit the over 2,000 audiences, then you are in a bit of trouble. But I would say that
I thought you meant over 2008, like birth age.
Year.
Like
No.
2000.
Capacity. But the thing is, at the same time, I would say that this venue is the best sounding over 2,000 capacity venue in Iceland, and I think that's like audio engineers would agree with it.
Yeah. So I'm definitely interested after, of course, you mentioned concerts at Eldborg, because I agree, I've been to some and it feels a bit stuffy. What is the sort of vibe that you're hoping for out of your concert?
It was fun, like when we were touring a lot, we would come home like a well-oiled machine, and then we would be performing like on the National Day or on Menningarnótt, like the culture night, and people would get this festival experience. So that's essentially what we want to give people, like this festival experience.
A bit euphoric, hopefully.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. But still a small, you're like, if you were at a big festival, you're still in the front.
Yeah.
You know, even though you're in the back in this venue.
I have this like very specific like video loop in my mind that represents the concert.
Please.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Matrix?
Yeah.
Like number 2, when they're doing the rave in Zion.
Yeah. Okay.
You mean with the blade? No, that's another one. Sorry.
The Matrix rave.
Matrix rave.
I would say that
Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah, that's the like the move that's happening.
Because I was thinking about, remember the film Blade?
Yeah,
there's a really famous rave scene
in the beginning.
The
opening scene.
The blood rave. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that, but definitely the
Matrix. Right?
Yeah, the Matrix Reloaded. It's a good reference.
I like it.
We should dress the whole venue like a cave.
I like it. And then I'm going to go back in time, same concept. What is a memorable, I won't say favorite because that's too limiting, but a very memorable concert you've played in Iceland?
The thing is, like, one of my favorite concerts have been the Þjóðhátíð concerts.
For sure. The first one we did too.
Yeah. The big national festival.
Yeah.
In Western.
And the thing is, because we like grew up in 101 Central, and our friends maybe didn't like go to that festival. But when you go to the festival, you kind of grasp why it's the ultimate Icelandic experience.
But we definitely come as slightly outsiders to that.
Not anymore, I would say.
Yeah.
I've embraced it.
Beautiful.
and they have embraced me, I would say. I hope no, but it's a good. I love those concerts.
Yeah, I love all the small concerts we did. Like we went on a tour bus around the country like 2 or 3 times.
Græni hatturinn is always fun.
Yeah, and like we had a concert in Hvalfjörður.
Yeah, okay.
And there was like our band was very funny on stage because usually we weren't playing for anyone the first 2 years. We were playing maybe 3 shows a week in downtown Reykjavik, and at that time no one was there. You know, so it was always the same people, or just no one. We were often more people on stage than in the crowd. So yeah, we would play like old barns in the countryside. Yeah.
I always, one of my favorite moments is when we were playing somewhere in Skagafjörður and we all came like separately. Yeah. And then I remember Þórður, guitar player, his car broke down. Yeah. And then we had already started the concert and he wasn't there. And then we saw him like run to the stage just as the Kinba song was starting. And then somebody handed him a guitar and then he went doom, 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 doom. It was a beautiful moment.
That's crazy.
In a very remote place.
Yeah.
So funny. And then
like he hits the ride after his car broke down to go to the
just off the road.
Off the road.
Oh my god. Oh, that's quite impressive. Yeah. I like it. And then question that is not focused on you but similar concept. What's the best concert you've been to in Iceland that is not one of your own or members of the band?
Yeah. It's a good disclosure there. Yeah. I went to see Chick Chick Chick.
Yeah, okay.
You know this band? It is written
only vaguely.
Yeah. 3 like upprópunarmerki, exclamation marks.
Yeah, actually.
And it was a concert in NASA during Airwaves like 2009 or 10. And I remember it was so fun, and it's like dance beats, like house music, like 125 to 130. But I saw my friend in the crowd and he was moving like twice the tempo, like this. And I was like, wow, this is a great concert. And just the live performance and how they did everything was really inspiring.
Yeah, I liked Moderat at Iceland Airways, probably 2008 or 2009. That was a very special concert, I thought. What more?
I think for me, Kraftwerk, when they came, Airwaves 2014, and I remember it was such a, I had probably my busiest Airwaves ever. Yeah. So I had finished like a 12th or 13th show. The last one was like a KXP session that I did, and then right after that, it was the only thing I wanted to see, so I ran. There was no hop there yet, so I literally ran, and I came into the first song, sat down, completely exhausted, and then I got Hiroshima, and I just started crying my eyes out, like from exhaustion and also seeing Kraftwerk. Like, wow.
Beautiful. So I'm hearing a lot of Airwaves, but old Airwaves. Did any of you go this year? I know you
I was performing in a little bit. Yeah.
Logi went to the opera.
Yeah, I was in
Milano. I was my studio is in Hafnarhúsið, the main venue area, so I felt it a lot. But I was just writing music at the same time. Nice. And then, it's different. Like even though you're playing this time around in Airways, you don't get access to all the concert venues.
Yeah, I heard about this.
So it doesn't really, you don't get the same sense of camaraderie like as in the old days, I think. But it's like been a long time since I played. I played maybe, I don't know, 15 years in a row.
Yeah. Same.
So, But there were a few bands on the lineup I really liked, but it wasn't really in my sphere of, and it's, I don't know why. Yeah.
Understood.
I don't get ads on YouTube.
Because you're always on the Albanian VPN.
Yeah. Intriguing stuff.
It's very hot now.
It's quite hot.
It's getting warmer.
But it's nice. If you
I
just raise yourself up.
I might have a situation that I need to.
And how are your final preparations going for your reunion show?
It's going well. We have a great practice space, and we're just like, from the first practice we could sell a 20-minute show. Nice. We were rusty. After the second practice, it like incrementally will grow. Yeah. But we are gonna have also a smaller show before the big one In Akureyri, more like I only think 200, 300 people venue.
Yeah, at Græni Hatturinn.
Græni Hatturinn.
We mentioned before.
Yeah. And when will that be?
21st of December. And this is Iceland's best concert venue, Græni Hatturinn, hands down. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Great sound, great crowd and culture around it. Like in Reykjavík, you go to a concert that's supposed to start at 8 and you might be there at 10 and it hasn't started yet. But in Akureyri, people line up before the door opens to get good seats and great bookings, great sound and the great instruments on stage, like a legendary Hammond
There's a Hammond
organ.
there, yeah.
Amazing.
So,
is that the one that belonged to Kali Sequats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
And our producer, or like mix engineer, who co-produced the album with Hermigervill, our 2012 album, it's his father's place, you know. So it's like there are family connections as well that we love. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
So you're playing a show before Christmas and a show after Christmas.
Yeah.
Can we expect any Christmas songs from you?
Yeah, we'll probably do a half Christmas song in Akureyri.
Yeah.
And then maybe like a New Year's song. That's the thing in Iceland, a New Year's song.
Very nice.
Like elf songs. Yeah. They're pretty trippy songs usually. It's like people on shroom trips, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something really to look forward to. So how can people find out about this show? Maybe buy tickets? Are there some left?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We are. The day is December 6th here in our world. So the tickets will be on tix.is. Definitely. Yeah. Or retrostefson.is.
Yeah. Are you talking about the one in Akureyri or the main one?
Both. Yeah.
Very nice.
The one in Akureyri is mainly for us.
Amazing.
Because after such a long time, we have to also like actually play a show. It's almost like a rehearsal. Then we're not completely green when we do the big one. You know.
But that's not to say that the good people of Akureyri get the short end of the stick.
Absolutely not. No. They will get the
real raw material. You know, it's like having the DVD and all the
commentary. Yeah.
And at the best venue in Iceland, allegedly.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a final question.
Yeah.
What song are you most excited to play live?
Interesting.
Solaris or Glow, I don't know.
Yeah. Are all very different.
Yeah,
very
Glow for sure.
Yeah.
We're also doing we will do an old, kan säga sirpa.
A medley.
Yeah, we'll do a medley of teenage songs. That's going to be very fun.
Exciting.
And that's going to be for the day ones in the crowd, you know.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, I think this has been a lovely date. I hope we have the chance to have a third.
Yes.
But thank you for joining me back here again.
Yeah, see you in 10 years.
See you in 10 years.
Party people.